Could a state really tax the national government? That's exactly what Maryland tried in 1819, targeting the Bank of the United States. This wasn't just about money, it was a power play, testing how far states could go against the federal government. But the Supreme Court stepped in and set a precedent that still matters today. Here's some background. After the Constitution, the young United States was figuring out how to balance power between states and the federal government. Congress created the Bank of the United States to stabilize the national currency, manage federal funds, and support the growing economy. It was controversial. Some states worried that a strong federal bank would make them powerless. Maryland argued, "We're sovereign and we can tax anything operating in our borders, including this bank." The federal government pushed back, saying, "We need a functioning national government and states shouldn't be able to block us." The Supreme Court faced two big questions. First, could Congress create a national bank if the Constitution didn't explicitly allow it? Second, could Maryland tax that bank? To answer this, the court looked at two key ideas. The necessary and proper clause lets Congress take actions not explicitly written in the Constitution if they help carry out its responsibilities. The supremacy clause says that federal law overrides conflicting state law. Chief Justice John Marshall ruled that Congress does have implied powers, meaning it can take actions beyond those explicitly listed in the Constitution if they support its enumerated powers. And states cannot interfere with federal institutions. Maryland's tax was unconstitutional. Simply put, when federal and state powers collide, federal power wins. But why does this case still matter more than 200 years later? McCulloch v. Maryland set a foundation for the balance of power in the U.S. It has influenced countless decisions about what Congress can do and how far states can challenge federal authority. Modern debates about federal programs, regulations, or disputes over state versus federal authority all trace back to this ruling. Essentially, it taught America that the national government has powers beyond what's written down, as long as they're connected to its constitutional duties. So next time you hear about a federal program clashing with state law, or see debates over federal authority, remember, Maryland tried to tax the national bank. The Supreme Court said no, and federal authority was strengthened forever. That's McCulloch v. Maryland, a case that defined how our government works. If you want more deep dives into Supreme Court cases that shaped America, hit subscribe and check out our other constitutional law videos.